Yeah, and we back, baby. I told you I was dropping a video. I told you I was gonna get y'all one. I'm not playing. I'm not joking. I might be on vacation, but let me tell you something. This shit for real, and I'm locked in. So let's get it going. So this is a new series. This series is a blast from the past, where I go over old chess games, some of the best chess games ever played, and we're gonna analyze them, go through them, and see why they are the best games ever. So the game we're going over today is the opera game, baby. Y'all probably heard about it. You might have heard about it. You might have not. If you didn't hear about it, well, I'm here to tell you this might be one of the craziest games ever. Sacking pieces left and right for a dubski? Okay, so our protagonist, if I'm using that correct word, our main hero of the story is Paul Morphy, and the antagonist are two people, Duke Carl II of Brunswick and Count Isouard de Vevenois, a French aristocrat. So this game was played in 1858 in an opera house where the Duke and the Count were teamed up with the black pieces playing against Paul Morphy with the white pieces. And legend has it, my man was watching the opera the whole time. He wasn't even taking these motherfuckers serious. So let's get into it. It starts out, my man started out with e4, e5. Let's turn up the volume on this motherfucker. He plays knight to f3, and the Duke and the Count go over what they want to do, and they say, you know what, let's play d6. Let's stabilize the center. You know what, let's also turn on evaluation for this. I like the eval bar. So then Paul plays d4, striking in the center, and instead of countering that, the Count and the Duke say, ignore that altogether and pin the knight to the queen with the bishop. So Paul snatches that center pawn immediately, and they don't even capture back immediately. They take the horse with pressure on the queen, so he has to respond. So Paul responds by taking the queen. No sacks yet. Nothing too crazy has happened. So now they take back in the center, and Paul decides to develop his bishop. Get his bishop out. Here, the Count and the Duke coordinate together, and they figure out, you know what? Let's play knight to f6. And as you can tell from the eval, it kind of starts to jump towards Paul Morphy's direction. You heard me? So Paul ignores this threat immediately and creates a threat of his own. So if he takes this, if the Count and the Duke take that, Paul will bow check. He'll go here, and that's mate. So he can't do that. So the Duke and the Count decide, you know what, let's stop mate. Let's play queen to e7. Here, Paul just develops a piece, brings out his knight, already starting to lose the advantage, but it's nothing too crazy. So the 2-1-1, I'm going to start saying, I'm not going to keep saying the Duke. Actually, I think I'm going to keep saying the Duke and the Count. They play c6, getting ready to develop this and start kicking out some pieces. Here, Paul pins the bishop, or brings out the bishop, pinning the knight to the queen. And now they strike in the center. And here, first brilliant move. Mr. Paul Morphy sacrifices the knight. The knight. Whew. Hold on. Chess got a little worked up there, you know what I'm saying? So, he sacked it. So they're going to respond immediately, right? Yep, they take it back. And now, my man captures back with check. The Count and the Duke bring out the knight, defending all that. And here, Mr. Paul Morphy, long castles, putting pressure on everything, just putting pressure, more pressure on everything. And that's what you do. When you can't break through, just keep putting pressure. As soon as you start trading pieces, you're going to lose the advantage. So just when you have a great position and all their stuff is pinned, just keep applying more pressure and eventually you'll break through. Because if you start trading off, then it's going to be easier for them to defend their position. So here, the Count and the Duke decide to bring the rook over and defend everything. So, next move, Mr. Paul, what are we going to do? Tell me, Mr. Paul. Sacrifice the rook! Yeah! My fault, that was a little delayed. I didn't know what move was coming next. Oh, wait, I can see on the side. My fault, y'all. I'm lacking in the field. I'm lacking. Here, he takes back with his rook, and instead of just trading back and, like, going back up, like, re-getting his material back, what did I say earlier? Keep applying pressure on... What does Gotham say? PP on the PP? Put pressure on the pin piece? Yeah. I'm an avid Gotham watcher. Don't get it twisted. So here, the Count and the Duke play queen to e6, getting out of this pin so they can move the knight and start, like, you know, getting some sort of counter thing going. But here, Paul Morphy plays bishop takes d7, and now you're thinking, oh, you can take back, you lose the queen. But he moved his queen out the way so he can take with his horse now. His horse isn't pinned to his queen anymore. So that's what he does. But that was a blunder, big chapa blacka. Here, Paul Morphy plays one of the craziest moves I have ever seen in my entire life. Queen to b8. Double brilliancy check mark on the motherfucking board. It would be mate. If he couldn't take back. But it don't matter because it's still M1. And what do I say? A boss always gonna find M1. Rook to D8. Down 10 points of material. My man Paul Morphy is the GOAT. While watching Opera 2-on-1, you can't stop him. So don't try to. Oh my God. My man, he didn't even get to get his bishop out. The Count and the Duke couldn't even get the bishop or the rook out. The queen's over here standing looking stupid. You got Pawn Island. You got a horse over there happy that he got a queen, my boy. You gave up, mate. Fuck wrong with him. Oh my God. Please tell me y'all enjoy this series, because I love doing this shit. I love watching these crazy-ass games. I love making these shits for y'all. So, man, show some love. Like and subscribe. We back. We running this shit the fuck up. Don't get it twisted. We haven't gone nowhere. Let's run it up. We at 125 subscribers. Let's hit 130. Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll catch y'all soon.